London in the early 17th century was a city on the cusp of change. Ruled by the Stuart monarchs, first James I and then his son Charles I, it was a place where royal ambition clashed with the growing assertiveness of Parliament and the City of London's government. James I, the first Stuart King of England, inherited a realm still feeling its way after the long reign of Elizabeth I. He was a scholar king, more interested in theology than in matters of state. His court was extravagant, and his attempts to raise funds without Parliament's consent led to increasing friction. Charles I, his son and heir, inherited his father's belief in the divine right of kings. He was a patron of the arts, surrounding himself with artists like Rubens. However, his autocratic style of rule and his clashes with Parliament over taxation and religion would eventually plunge England into civil war. Both James and Charles envisioned London as a grand capital, reflecting their vision of a powerful and absolute monarchy. They undertook ambitious building projects, but their efforts were often met with resistance from Parliament, which controlled the purse strings. The relationship between the monarchy and Parliament was complex and often fraught with tension. Parliament, representing the landed gentry and the merchant class, jealously guarded its power of the purse. It saw the king's attempts to raise revenue without its consent as an infringement on its ancient rights. The City of London, with its own government and traditions, also played a significant role in this power struggle. The city was a center of wealth and commerce, and its merchants and financiers were essential to the crown's finances. However, they were also wary of royal interference in their affairs. The city's support, both financial and political, was crucial for both sides in the conflict. The monarch's attempts to impose their will on the city, particularly in matters of taxation, were met with resistance, further fueling the tensions that would erupt into open warfare. The Banqueting House in Whitehall, the only remaining part of the Palace of Whitehall, stands as a monument to the Stuart dynasty's artistic ambitions. Commissioned by James I and completed in 1622, it was designed by Inigo Jones, the leading architect of the day, as a masterpiece of classical style. Its most striking feature is its ceiling, adorned with a magnificent cycle of paintings by Peter Paul Rubens, the celebrated Flemish artist. These paintings, commissioned by Charles I, are not merely decorative but serve as powerful statements of royal power and legitimacy. They depict scenes from the reign of James I, culminating in his apotheosis and entry into heaven, a clear message of the divine right of kings. The Banqueting House, with its opulent interiors and Rubens's masterful paintings, was intended to impress foreign dignitaries and to reinforce the image of the Stuart monarchy as powerful and divinely ordained. However, this display of wealth and grandeur also served to alienate the king from his increasingly disgruntled subjects, who saw it as evidence of his extravagance and indifference to their plight. The tensions between Charles I and Parliament finally erupted into open warfare in 1642. The English Civil War was a complex and bloody conflict, fought on multiple fronts and dividing the country along religious and political lines. Charles, supported by his royalist followers, fought to preserve the traditional order and the absolute power of the monarchy. Parliament, with its base of support among the gentry, merchants, and Puritans, fought for a greater say in government and for religious reform. The war raged for several years, with both sides gaining the upper hand at different points. However, the tide turned decisively in favor of Parliament with the emergence of Oliver Cromwell as a brilliant military leader. Cromwell's new model army, a disciplined and well-equipped force, proved to be more than a match for the royalist forces. Charles was captured, tried for treason, and executed in 1649, a shocking end to the Stuart monarchy and a defining moment in English history. Section 5. London's Financial Revolution, from Civil War to Economic Powerhouse. The English Civil War and the subsequent interregnum, with Oliver Cromwell as Lord Protector, had a profound impact on London's development. While the war itself disrupted trade and caused economic hardship, it also paved the way for significant changes in the city's financial landscape. With the monarchy's power broken, Parliament, now dominated by merchants and financiers, was free to implement policies that fostered economic growth. New financial institutions, such as the Bank of England, were established, providing a stable framework for trade and investment. The City of London, with its established trading networks and its growing pool of capital, emerged as a major financial center. The English Civil War, while a period of great upheaval, also marked a turning point in London's economic history. It laid the foundations for the city's transformation into a global financial powerhouse. Section 6. Cromwell, Jews, and the city new rulers, new opportunities. The period following the Civil War saw significant changes in London's social and religious landscape. Oliver Cromwell, despite his Puritan beliefs, adopted a relatively tolerant approach to religion. He allowed Jews who had been banished from England since the 13th century to return to the country. This move had significant implications for London's financial development. Jewish merchants and financiers, with their international connections and their expertise in trade and finance, were quick to re-establish themselves in the city. They played a vital role in London's burgeoning financial markets, contributing to the city's growing economic power. Cromwell's reign, though brief, marked a period of significant change and upheaval in England. His legacy remains a subject of debate among historians, but his impact on London's development, particularly its financial rise, is undeniable. Section 7. Rising from the Ashes, the Great Fire and London's Transformation. In 1666, London was devastated by the Great Fire, a catastrophic event that destroyed a large part of the city, including its medieval heart. The fire raged for 4 days, consuming over 13,000 houses and leaving thousands homeless. However, this disaster also presented an opportunity to rebuild London on a grander scale. Sir Christopher Wren, the celebrated architect, was commissioned to design a new St. Paul's Cathedral, a masterpiece of English Baroque architecture that still dominates the city's skyline. The rebuilding efforts, while slow and challenging, transformed London's physical appearance. New streets and buildings were laid out on a grid system, replacing the narrow winding lanes of the medieval city. The Great Fire, while a tragedy, ultimately contributed to London's development into a modern and prosperous city, better equipped to handle the demands of its growing population and its expanding economy. Section 8. Across the Atlantic, London versus New Amsterdam, a tale of two cities. While London was undergoing its dramatic transformation, a small Dutch settlement on the island of Manhattan, New Amsterdam, was also taking shape. Founded in 1624 by the Dutch West India Company, New Amsterdam was a bustling trading post, strategically located at the mouth of the Hudson River. Peter Minuit, a shrewd Dutch businessman, played a pivotal role in New Amsterdam's early development. He purchased the island from the native Lenape people in 1626, laying the foundation for what would become a global metropolis. However, New Amsterdam's fate was intertwined with the rivalry between England and the Netherlands. In 1664, the English, eager to control the lucrative trade routes along the Atlantic coast, seized New Amsterdam, renaming it New York in honor of the Duke of York, later King James II. While New York would eventually surpass London in terms of population and economic output, becoming a global financial hub in its own right, London's earlier start and its central role in the British Empire gave it a head start that it has never relinquished. Section 9. London's Enduring Legacy, a global financial hub, forged in history. London's journey from a medieval city to a global financial powerhouse is a testament to its resilience, its adaptability, and the confluence of historical forces that shaped its destiny. From the ambitions of the Stuart monarchs to the turmoil of the English Civil War, from the devastation of the Great Fire to the rise of its financial institutions, London has weathered countless storms and emerged stronger each time. The city's ability to attract talent and capital from around the world, its strong legal and regulatory framework, and its position at the crossroads of time zones have all contributed to its enduring success. Today, London stands as one of the world's leading financial centers, home to global banks, insurance companies, and investment firms. Its financial markets play a vital role in the global economy, influencing everything from currency exchange rates to commodity prices. London's story is a reminder that cities are not static entities but dynamic organisms, shaped by the forces of history, ambition, and human endeavor. And as we look to the future, one thing is certain: London, with its unique blend of history, culture, and financial prowess, will continue to play a pivotal role on the world stage. Gap 3S Section 10, The Rise of the British Empire. As London solidified its position as a global financial hub, it simultaneously became the beating heart of an empire that would span the globe. The British Empire's rise was fueled by a thirst for exploration, trade, and dominance. From the 16th century onwards, British explorers set sail to the farthest reaches of the world, establishing colonies and trade routes that would forever alter the course of history. The empire's influence stretched from the Americas to Asia, from Africa to the Pacific. In India, the British East India Company became a powerful entity, controlling vast territories and shaping the subcontinent's economic and political landscape. In the Caribbean, British plantations produced sugar and other goods that were traded globally, enriching the empire and fueling industrial growth back home. The Royal Navy played a crucial role in maintaining British dominance on the seas, protecting trade routes and ensuring the flow of goods and resources. This maritime superiority allowed Britain to project its power across the oceans, establishing a network of colonies that provided raw materials and markets for British manufactured goods. However, the expansion of the British Empire was not without its controversies and conflicts. The imposition of British rule often led to resistance and uprisings, and the exploitation of colonies for economic gain came at a significant human cost. Yet despite these challenges, the British Empire left an indelible mark on the world, shaping modern geopolitics, economies, and cultures. As we reflect on this era, it's clear that the rise of the British Empire was a complex and multifaceted phenomenon, driven by ambition, innovation, and sometimes ruthless determination. Its legacy is still felt today, influencing global trade, language, and international relations. The story of the British Empire is a testament to the enduring impact of human endeavor and the interconnectedness of our world. And so, we conclude our journey through London's rich and storied history, understanding that this city, at the heart of an empire, continues to be a pivotal player on the global stage. As the British Empire expanded, so too did the forces of innovation and industry within London. This brings us to the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, a period that would forever change the landscape of the city and the lives of its inhabitants. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, London became a focal point for technological advancements and economic transformations. The invention of the steam engine by James Watt and the mechanization of textile production revolutionized industries, leading to unprecedented growth and urbanization. Factories sprang up along the Thames, and the city's population swelled as people flocked to London in search of work and opportunity. The construction of the railway network further accelerated London's development, connecting it to other parts of Britain and facilitating the movement of goods and people. Iconic structures like the London Bridge and the Great Western Railway became symbols of this new age of progress. However, the rapid industrialization also brought its challenges. The city grappled with overcrowding, pollution, and harsh working conditions in the factories. The stark contrast between the wealth generated by industry and the poverty experienced by many workers highlighted the need for social reforms. Yet, it was also a time of remarkable innovation and cultural flourishing. The Great Exhibition of 1851, held in the Crystal Palace, showcased the wonders of industrial technology and celebrated human ingenuity. London's role as a center of finance, trade, and innovation continued to grow, attracting entrepreneurs, inventors, and thinkers from around the world. The Industrial Revolution transformed London into a bustling industrial hub, setting the stage for its emergence as a modern global metropolis. As we look back on this era, we see a city that embraced change and harnessed the power of technology to shape its destiny. And so, our journey through London's history continues, revealing the relentless spirit of a city that has always been at the forefront of progress and transformation. The 20th century brought unprecedented challenges and transformations to London. The city found itself at the heart of two world wars that would leave indelible marks on its landscape and economy. During World War I, London experienced the horrors of aerial bombardment for the first time. The Zeppelin raids of 1915 and 1916 brought the war directly to the city's doorstep, causing destruction and loss of life. Yet, Londoners showed remarkable resilience, adapting to the new reality with determination and solidarity. The interwar period saw London grappling with economic difficulties, as the city, like much of the world, faced the Great Depression. The economic downturn led to widespread unemployment and social unrest, but it also spurred efforts to modernize and rebuild. The construction of new housing estates and public infrastructure projects aimed to address the pressing needs of the population. Then came World War II, a conflict that would test London's endurance to its limits. The Blitz, a relentless bombing campaign by Nazi Germany, caused widespread devastation across the city. Iconic landmarks were damaged or destroyed, and thousands of lives were lost. Yet amidst the rubble, a spirit of defiance and unity emerged. London citizens took shelter in underground stations, carried on with their daily lives, and supported each other through the darkest days of the war. The end of World War II marked the beginning of a new era for London. The city faced the immense task of reconstruction and recovery. The post-war years saw the implementation of the welfare state and the establishment of the National Health Service, aiming to improve the quality of life for all citizens. The economy gradually rebounded, fueled by new industries and technological advancements. However, the post-war period also brought significant social and cultural changes. The arrival of immigrants from the Commonwealth countries transformed London's demographic landscape, enriching the city with diverse cultures and traditions. This period of rebuilding and renewal laid the foundations for London's emergence as a vibrant, multicultural metropolis. As we reflect on the impact of the world wars on London, we see a city that has faced immense challenges with courage and resilience. From the ashes of destruction, London has continually reinvented itself, adapting to changing times and embracing new opportunities. The story of London in the 20th century is a testament to the enduring spirit of its people and their unwavering commitment to progress and renewal. As we move into the 21st century, London stands tall as a global financial hub, continuously evolving to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. The city's financial district, known as the City of London, has long been a center of commerce and trade, but in recent years it has also become a hotbed of innovation, embracing new technologies and financial instruments that have reshaped the global economy. One of the key drivers of London's financial success in the modern era has been its ability to adapt to technological advancements. The rise of fintech financial technology has revolutionized the way financial services are delivered. London has become a global leader in fintech, with numerous startups and established firms developing cutting-edge solutions in areas such as digital payments, blockchain, and online banking. The city's regulatory environment has also played a crucial role in fostering innovation. The Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, has implemented a forward-thinking approach, creating a regulatory sandbox that allows fintech companies to test new products and services in a controlled environment. This has encouraged experimentation and accelerated the development of groundbreaking financial technologies. London's commitment to sustainability has also shaped its financial landscape. The city has emerged as a leader in green finance, with initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable investment and addressing climate change. Green bonds, which fund environmentally friendly projects, have seen significant growth, and London hosts numerous conferences and events focused on sustainable finance. Furthermore, London's financial institutions have embraced digital transformation to enhance efficiency and customer experience. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are being used to analyze vast amounts of data, enabling more accurate risk assessments and personalized financial advice. The adoption of cloud computing and cybersecurity measures ensures that financial services remain secure and resilient in the face of evolving threats. As we look to the future, London's financial sector continues to innovate and adapt. The city's ability to attract top talent, its robust regulatory framework, and its commitment to sustainability position it at the forefront of global finance. The story of London's financial evolution is a testament to the city's resilience, creativity, and determination to remain a leader in the ever-changing world of finance. Join us as we explore the modern financial innovations that have kept London at the cutting edge, shaping the future of global finance and ensuring the city's continued prosperity in the 21st century.